everyone. Today I have a pretty quick video, I hope, on flashcards. If you're new to my channel, I am in pharmacy school, so the example I have for flashcards is memorizing the top 200. So there are 200 note cards here that I've been carrying around for more than a year. Yeah? Less than a year. I lied to you. About a year. So with flashcards, I create flashcards for on-the-go studying, as I like to call it. Yes, this is a bulky set of paper, but it's quite compact. You can fit it into almost any bag. It's on-the-go study. And the content that I like to put on flashcards is short, simple, quick information. So that being said, I've tried studying with flashcards before where I might write a concept on the front and write like a paragraph on the back, but that really isn't that beneficial. I don't retain information that way. So what I found is best with flashcards, which most people associate with flashcards, is really short snippets of information. So for example, for top 200, I write the drug name, the brand name on the front. The back, I have what we need to know as far as criteria. So each year we've added on a set of criteria. So I have generic name, indication, we have dosing, and class. Is that everything? Yeah. So really short snippets of information. Typically, if I see Advair, I'm able to name off the other 4 criteria that I should know for class. So that's my other tip for making flashcards, is use really short snippets of information, and that way you can do on-the-go studying. You don't really have to get in depth when you're thinking. If I get interrupted in the middle of this, it's no big deal. I can resume later at any point. So when I make flashcards, as you can see, these are quite tiny, and all I do is I just cut, oh my gosh, I don't even have any. Yes, I do. Lies. You can buy just regular note cards because these are usually pretty cheap around the school season, and I just end up cutting them in half. A lot of times I'll actually have Nate draw the line and do the cutting for me. He's just a really good helper. But you can buy small note cards that are already in half for you, cut in half for you. They are typically more expensive, so it's an economical standpoint, and then also I just think a space saver. I just prefer this little size. As you can tell, I don't have a lot of information on it, so I didn't really need a full card. Also, so the ring is new. I put a ring on it. So you can get these like key rings, binder rings. I've gotten smaller sizes as well if you have a smaller pack of note cards that you'd like to keep together. But basically, it's really bulky to find it's hard to find a box or something to put this many note cards in, 200 flashcards. So the ring works really well for me. I just keep flipping them. They all stay together. They don't ever get lost. So that's really neat. But I know as far as standard note card size, there are boxes and cases and things like that that you can store them in. So I don't think I touched on this, but when I create my flashcards, something that's really important, I find, is to use your best handwriting. There have been times, I've made many flashcards over my academic years, and when I rush through them and start writing sloppy, I either don't study because I don't like looking at them, or I'll spend time redoing them so that I can read what I wrote, etc. So just save time. If you're going to make the flashcards, do it right the first time. Take your time. If you've done 20 in a row, you might just want to take a break in case your hand's cramping up. I think neatness is really important because I haven't had to redo these. Other people can read them if I'm having them quiz me, which is really important as well. When you actually use note cards to study, another tip would be to know both sides back and forth. So it's really easy for me to get in the habit of doing, Advair and reciting all the things on the back, which I'm not going to do in front of you because I haven't studied. But, and then totally not know the flip side when someone's quizzing me from this side. So they might say, what's the brand name for the combination of fluticasone and salmeterol inhaler? And what if I'm like, oh, I don't know, I never studied it that way. So it's important to know the information back to front, front to back. So I guess those are my tips. Really quickly, I use flashcards for on-the-go, short, quick snips of studying. I create them by making them half size, put a ring on it so that they stay together and are easy to flip through, and I write as neat as possible so that I can read them. If I didn't touch on something, you can just ask me in the comments below. I wanted this to be quick, and now I'm sort of blanking on what to say next. So if you have suggestions for more videos, you can also leave that below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.